Just like to say to Your Honor that I'm not suicidal. That's what I would like to say. Okay. I am not suicidal. Okay. I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time, I am not suicidal.
Y'all see it? Guilty, 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 guilty. Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard an exclusive. Okay, you're not gonna get that footage right there, that sound bite right there. You're not gonna get no place else. For that alone, as you come through the door, please hit the like button. That alone, as you come through the door, please hit the like button. And welcome to Andrews the podcast. That's the Murdaugh trial has taken over the internet. The Murdaugh verdict, I should say. The trial is over. The verdict came back after about 2 hours, and he was found guilty on all counts. So let me do this thing here again, because obviously I'm not on the screen. But again, we gotta fix that situation again. Let's go into here, into there, and then there. Gotta get a better cord. Turn that on, and there we go. So where we at? Again, thank you for tuning in to Welcome to Andrews Abroad, the podcast. It's been a long day, so the speech is going to be a little bit impaired, but this is straight water, not spring water and other stuff like that. No coffee tonight. It's all about the Murdaugh situation that took place down in the courtroom in Walterboro, South Carolina. He was found guilty on all 4 counts. Again, if you can hear, I know you can see me at this point right here, but please hit that like button as you come on through the door. Murdaugh was the case that they gave him, and he was guilty, guilty, guilty. Come on through. Let's talk about it. Get in the comment section and let me know what you are thinking about as far as, was the right verdict rendered? Do you think justice was served for Paul and Maggie Murdaugh? Thank you for the like right there to let me know what is good in the hood. What do you think of the verdict? You know, I was in the restaurant earlier getting some food when it came back. My plan was to go to Walterboro and wait on the verdict, but they was just like, no. Now, something real peculiar happened this morning early. I don't know if you guys following the trial as far as like I've been following it, but before they started to resume closing arguments this morning, one of the jurors was taken off, and I think that was that one juror that Alex Murdaugh needed to get a hung jury, but you know that was dealt with early this morning, first part of the thing. So if you go back and watch that today, I thought that was pretty interesting, man. And again, I've been doing some digging into the Murdaughs. You know what I mean? It's all over the internet right now. And yep, there he is on the screen right there. Alex Murdaugh and one of his crime buddies. I think that's Lehman was his name. But Alex Murdaugh, this is the line of Murdaughs that he come from right here. The gentleman Let's see if I can get on this screen so y'all can see it. Okay, you probably can see it here. The gentleman from left to right. This gentleman, Mr. Randolph, you know what? I'm not sure, but this is Alex's great grandfather. And he became the solicitor in Hampton County in 1920. And then this guy, who's Randolph's granddad, yep, he took over after his dad, and then Alex's dad, who's the third guy to the right here, he was the last solicitor, and that's who Alex ran around under doing his thing in Hampton County. But he was found guilty on all 4 counts. And let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, he was found guilty on all counts. I don't know if it was 4 or how many of it was, but the jury came back with a guilty. And if you missed the opening, I got a replay of some audio that you're only going to hear on Welcome to Andrews, the podcast again. And so let's go to this. And this was some audio that was captured exclusively by us.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I'm not suicidal. That's what I would like to say. Okay? I'm not suicidal. Okay? I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
And that's exclusive footage that was caught by Welcome to Andrews. We had a secret camera placed in the court proceedings the whole time. It's over now, so I guess I can go ahead and reveal it. You heard that right there first. That was some stuff that we wasn't even expecting. You know, of course, nobody was expecting. You know, but yeah. So Alex Murdaugh and with that Alex Murdaugh thing, I think everybody pretty much kind of up on what some of the things that he did, some of the things aside from the murder that happened, like the situation with the housekeeper who, pretty much raised his kids, and how he ripped off that family for money. Well, another. And I'm not sure if this is in the Netflix series, but this gentleman right here on the screen right here is a young man by the name of Hakeem Pinkney. And he was one of the people that Alex Murdaugh ripped off. Okay. This young man, he ended up in a car accident, and Alex Murdaugh ended up the kid's mom, his sister, about 2 other people ended up in a crash down in Hampton County, and this young man ended up being left a quadriplegic. Now, before that, he was deaf, and he actually attended the school for the deaf up in I guess Spartanburg, Greenville area, and he was an outstanding football player. You know what I mean? If you get a minute, just Google his name, or go on YouTube and put his name in, and his name is Hakeem Pinkney, right? And there's some pictures of him there when he played football. He was so good in football that this team ended up winning like the national championship of this, I guess schools for the deaf in different states, every state, and so they have a thing. But they ended up winning the national championship, and he was honored, at the state house. It's a very, very interesting young man. He was pictured here, but he was one of the victims of Alex Murdaugh there. But anyway, Akeem Pinkney's family was in a car accident down on 95, and his mom ended up going to Alex Murdaugh to take the case, and he moved into place. Alex took the case. But he got this guy right here, Corey Fleming, to represent the mom. And in that accident, as a result of that accident, Akeem Pinkney was left a quadriplegic. He ended up in a nursing home and on a ventilator. He ended up in a real bad situation. And so what was found out was that the tires separated, you know what I mean? And so Alex Murdaugh, them ended up the tire tread, they had like a tire tread separation, and that caused the car to roll over, which, resulted in that accident. And the Murdaughs, they took Alex Murdaugh and them, they took the case, they sued Michelin, and ended up, with a big settlement. But in the process of that, Alex had a reputation, but he had a system to where he would move he would talk to his clients about, okay, when we get this money, you're going to put it in a trust, and then you'll be able to draw from it from years and years and years and years and years and years. But what he ended up doing was funneling the money into one of his accounts, and the people on the other side got nothing because he had manipulated them to give up conservatorship over, so he would have one of his buddies who was like the executive over whatever lawsuit he was doing. And so this young man, again, is Akeem Pinkney, and I'm not doing this as any service. I just want to bring it to your attention so you can go look into it, and you can get an idea of how much of a monster. And keep in mind now, Alex Murdaugh was the president of the Trial Lawyers Association, and they have a big old shindig down in Hilton Head every year, where all the lawyers go down to rub shoulders with the big wigs, so they, as they say. And so don't think that this is just a one-off, okay? This is the one-off that went off the rails, but the stealing of the money and all that, you got to know that's continually going on. So how did they end up stealing this young man's money? Well, 4 days after the case was settled, remember I said this young man was in a nursing home, which was this nursing home right here, Uni Health, down in North Augusta, South Carolina. Somehow 4 days after the settlement, this young man's respirator ended up being unplugged at the nursing home, and nobody knew about it for 30 minutes, after it was unplugged. Fascinating story. Akeem Pinkney. You should definitely go look into that. Very, very interesting story. Again, unless you're living under a rock or your cable is turned off, your internet is turned off, the butcher of Hampton County, Alex Murdaugh, found guilty on all charges, on all counts. Guilty, guilty, guilty. And he had a powerful legal team there. Right there, this guy in the suit to the right of him is big time powerful lawyer out of Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Harpootlian. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know, but again, there was a big, right before the end of closing statements, and on from just some research on one of these channels that I was listening to. Oh, that's my bad. But yeah, Brandon, we still need to talk because there's some articles. Yeah, we hanging out tonight, y'all. We're hanging out tonight. Now let's bring this thing back to Georgetown County, Hampton, Georgetown County. Hampton County's little cousin, Georgetown County. Let me show you how Georgetown County trying to be like, or if not, Georgetown probably didn't put the game down. Hampton probably just dropped the ball down there. But we'll see here in a hot sec. Check my email right here real fast, y'all. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Because the question still is why did Mr. Brandon Ellis all right, Mr. Ellis. Yeah, well, I don't have this pulled up on the screen, so I'm not going to get into that too much. But there is there's a lot of information out there that I'm about to share out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just share it out on Facebook because I really can't stop right at this second. And get it loaded to so I'm sharing these links out on Facebook right now, and this first link is an article from my my recently reunited friend Scott Harper. Again, good article, Scott. That was a good job. You did good. You did good. You did good, Scott. That's how you do it, Scott. You ask questions. Brandon ain't nobody. You know you can kind of beat him up a little bit. So, but you did good on that one, bro. All right, and this article is from, as soon as I can get to it. Internet running slow tonight. I don't know what's going on with all right. Well, that's the article with Scott that I just shared. I mean, the recent one he did. So I'll give him a shout out on that. Y'all did a good job on that one because he actually called somebody out that needed to be called out. Because there was no reason for that man to get up there and say what he said, not knowing anything. And the fact that all of the council people sitting up there, even the two new ones who I don't really know, neither of you said anything like, hey, well, you know, we've been hearing from, you know, y'all just sat there and just like, oh, and let's take a picture. Come on, let's take a picture. Can we take a picture? That was corny. All right. And here's an interesting thing, okay? Because like last night, I told you the fire station was moved in 2018, and here's an article from News 13. Okay, Georgetown County names emergency management director, and this article was posted August 29th, 2019. So the EMS was already moved before Mr. Ellis even got, you know what I mean, here. He came and he replaced Sam Hodge. So And that move was initiated, and it says here, we are fortunate to have someone with Brandon's extensive background, emergency management, taking the helm in this area. We all know how critical a position is, said County Administrator Sel Hemingway. Ellis lives in Pawleys Island. Bingo. Bingo. I did not understand the condescension, and that's not to take anything away from or to disparage anybody from thing. I just needed to understand why you you don't have any concern for mainland Georgetown County specifically thing. And this is, you can go to www.wbtw.com, and this again, put in Georgetown County. Put in Georgetown County and the date, August 29th, 2019. And it'll pull up this article right here. Georgetown, South Carolina. And then there's another one. Oh, I need to share that out now. And then I'll come back and then put them in some. You don't need me to put nothing in the proper context. You can read it for yourself, okay? So let me stop with that. I'm not putting nothing in no context. I'm gonna just present it to you, and you do with it as you may, okay? As you wish, as you will, whatever the proper. Let's see. All right, so boom. Georgetown County Fire and EMS station in Andrews to relocate. And this was 5 years ago. Okay, so let's go, Brandon. March 5th is moving day for the Georgetown County Fire and EMS. The Department of Andrews area station will relocate from Andrews Town Hall to 470 West Cottonwood. The station is getting the station is setting up inside a recently remodeled building that was constructed with a grant from the USDA. Okay. The new location is still in the town limits, less than a mile from the existing address. So even back then, they knew that the distance and all that stuff mattered. But let me read this part again to you for Mr. Jason Porter. Let me put your, let me get you back up here. Give you some shine too, homie. Can't let you be left out right there. So Andrews has been approached numerous times. Lies. This is from March 5th. 5 years ago, homie. Literally 5 years ago and 2 days. Five years ago gives us 2018. So let me read this again to you, bro. Because what you said in there about Andrews ain't even giving no money without building repaired, without any, because you don't know how things work, man. So when I say that you are an idiot, I'm not being mean now. I'm being honest. I'm not being mean. Don't get me, you know what I mean? Don't take it personal. It's because it's not personal. because I'm sharing this article right now, and this right here, I think I'm gonna put a caption on this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to tag your post in on that one, sir. I just because it's ridiculous. I'm just gonna share it out and I'll tag it later. Because again, this is the most frustrating part, and this is how this is how they wear you down. This is how ignorant people wear you down. This is how ignorant people wear you down. They just, I don't understand. Like they're not gonna understand. I mean, literally, think about it. Think about all the billions of people that's inhabited the earth, and think about that. Just kind of let your mind just think about that for a second. The billions and the billions of people that's inhabited the earth, and then you think about within all that billion, there's only a small. I'm talking about a very small percentage of people that have really affected the world, affected change, had some invention that everybody has benefited from. So of that billion, you could take 5%, and then you're gonna have 5% of the, and as soon as you accept that then we can stop having to go back and sure. And that is the power of ideological subversion, because no matter what facts you present some people with, you can literally pour it on them. You know what I mean? Pour the facts on them. And it don't matter none. It just don't matter none. But once again, Alex Murdaugh, 100 years of solicitors and USC law and all that other good stuff going down the drain, man. And once again, we've proven this guy, you're not a Murdaugh, you're a Porter, Adam Porter. And Miss Jazz Hands, Randy Lambert Thomas. Amazing. Murdaugh law firm. This is the biggest and the nicest building in Hampton, South Carolina. And these crooks. That's Russell Lafitte. Okay. That's his partner. He was Russell Lafitte, and him and Murdaugh were the ones that stole this young man's money. Him and a bunch of other people. And Russell, this bank right here, Palmetto State Bank, they got their hands in it too. It wasn't just Murdaugh. I mean, that's nice, and that's Corey Fleming, all these criminals. Ronnie Crosby. They really mad because they got to pay a lot of this money back. That's what they really mad about. You know? Now, you know, 'cause if you think that mug did all that money in them pills, like y'all crazy, all crazy. But it happened. The Murdaugh. It definitely happened. They found him guilty. Sentencing is tomorrow. If you want, if you hit the like button if you want me to go down there and cover that, I can get down there in time to catch them walking in the court. Like it'd be good if I can catch like Buster walking in the court. Do you think Buster comes to sentencing? He comes to sentencing. That's he coming to sentencing. But do you think? I mean, we already know he got. I guess they're gonna run it concurrent, but 30 years is the minimum mandatory if you're found guilty of murder. So 60 years because it was a double murder. But hit that like button if you think you want me to or comment. Be like, yeah, go down there and get some footage. And I'm only interested, I guess that's a lot of different reasons why I'm interested, but one of the main reasons I'm interested is because I want to see the system fall. I want to see the good old boy system fall. I want to be around to see this fall. Like things like this happening, you know, men looking like this, that manipulating, you know, maybe people get a fair shake now. You know what I mean? Whereas when you was dealing with them people right there, you already know the scales was tilted, and they wasn't tilted in your favor. But yeah, man, check out them articles that I just shared. I'll get back into that more. Again, the whole purpose is it's not na boo boo. Yeah, look at them, they wrong. No, I want y'all to see this, and I want this to say somebody to say, all right, you know what? Maybe I need to pay a little more closer attention, or maybe I need to do something, or because I don't know, man. This is thing, but yeah, one more time, exclusive audio caught in the courtroom by me, even though I wasn't there. So, but it's some exclusive audio that I caught.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I'm not suicidal. That's what I would like to say. Okay? I'm not suicidal. Okay? I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.